Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing and valuable quarter-dollar coins in U.S. history, the legendary 1983 Washington quarter. Believe it or not, some rare versions of this coin are worth a fortune, and we're going to uncover why. Could you have one hiding in your collection? Stick around to find out. Before we talk about its jaw-dropping value, let's take a moment to appreciate the history of this coin. The 1983 Washington quarter was minted during an era when the U.S. Mint was still producing copper-nickel-clad coins. This was a time when silver had long been removed from circulating quarters, but little did people know that a mistake in minting would make certain 1983 quarters incredibly valuable today. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932, originally struck in 90% silver to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. However, after 1965, the U.S. Mint transitioned to copper-nickel-clad compositions to reduce costs. The 1983 quarter followed this trend, but there's a catch: no official mint sets were issued that year. This made high-grade uncirculated 1983 quarters much harder to find compared to other years. So, what makes this quarter special? Let's break down the details. Obverse you'll see George Washington's profile, designed by John Flanagan, with the words "Liberty" above and "In God We Trust" to the left. Reverse the majestic bald eagle is perched on a bundle of arrows, with an olive branch below, symbolizing strength and peace. The words "United States of America" and "E pluribus unum" are also present. Now, let's talk about the big money. Not all 1983 quarters are worth a fortune, but some rare errors and high-grade examples can bring in thousands of dollars. Here are some key things to look for. 1. Double die errors. Some 1983 quarters exhibit doubling in the lettering on both the obverse and reverse. If you spot extra thickness or shadow-like effects on words like "liberty" or "E pluribus unum," you could be looking at a valuable rarity. 2. Off-center strikes. If the design is shifted significantly off-center, these errors can fetch a nice premium. The more off-center, the more valuable it becomes. 3. Missing clad layer. Some 1983 quarters were struck without their outer nickel layer, exposing the copper core underneath. These naked quarters can sell for hundreds or even thousands. 4. Full drum lines. If the drumsticks and feathers on the eagle's tail are fully detailed and sharply struck, collectors will pay a premium for a well-preserved piece. Now, you may be wondering, how can a quarter-dollar coin have a face value of $83 million? Well, in our world of rare coins, we like to imagine that if every single rare and valuable 1983 quarter were combined, their worth would skyrocket into the millions. While an individual 1983 quarter won't be worth $83 million by itself, some of the rarest, most pristine, and error-filled examples have sold for thousands at auction. Here are some insane prices that 1983 quarters have fetched in the past. In 1983, P quarter in MS67 condition sold for over $15,000 at auction. A rare double-die variety has been known to sell for $7,500 or more. Even well-preserved circulated coins can bring $50 to $100, depending on condition. Okay, so how can you find one of these valuable quarters? Here are some tips. 1. Check your pocket change. Yes, rare coins can still be found in circulation today. Always inspect your quarters closely. 2. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Small errors like double dies can be hard to spot with the naked eye. 3. Look for mint marks. The 1983 quarters were minted in Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia ones tend to be rarer in high grades. 4. Get your coin graded. If you think you have a valuable specimen, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. So, there you have it, coin lovers. The 1983 Washington quarter might just be hiding in your collection, waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into numismatic treasure hunting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an exciting coin video. Have you ever come across a rare or valuable quarter? Let me know in the comments below. Who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. See you in the next video. Next. Today, we have something exciting, the 1984 Washington quarter. Could this coin really be worth a staggering $84 million? Stick around to find out. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, first introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin replaced the standing Liberty quarter. Fast forward to 1984, and the quarter was still being minted with its classic design. This was a time of economic shifts, the height of the Reagan administration, and even the famous Summer Olympics held in Los Angeles. But what makes the 1984 quarter special? The 1984 quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver *, marked with a D; San Francisco, proof coins only. Here's a quick breakdown of mintage numbers. Philadelphia mint * over 676 million struck, Denver mint * over 546 million struck, San Francisco mint around 3.3 million. With such high numbers, you might think the 1984 quarter is common, but some rare variations and errors make certain ones extremely valuable. Now, let's talk about what collectors really want: errors and rare varieties ***. Here are some 1984 quarters that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. 1. Double die obverse. If you notice doubling on Washington's profile, the motto, or the date, you might have a rare double die variety. 2. Off-center strikes. If your coin's design is misaligned, it could be worth a premium. 3. Missing clad layer. Some 1984 quarters are missing their outer layer, revealing a dull, copper-colored surface. 4. Broad-struck quarters. If your coin appears stretched out with no clear rim, it was struck without the retaining collar. These errors can push the value of a standard 25-cent coin up to thousands of. Let's get to the big money. Here are some of the highest sales of 1984 quarters. A rare MS-67 graded 1984 P quarter sold for over $1,000 at auction. A 1984 D quarter with a dramatic off-center strike fetched $500 plus at a coin show. High-grade San Francisco proof quarters can sell $100 to $300, especially deep cameo varieties. If you have an uncirculated 1984 quarter in pristine condition, it could be worth way more than face value. Now, about that $84 million face value. If you stack that many quarters together, you'd have over 336 million coins. That's enough quarters to stretch across several states. Of course, a single 1984 quarter isn't literally worth $84 million, but with rare varieties, mint errors, and collector demand, certain ones can bring in serious cash. If you have a 1984 quarter, here's how to check if it's valuable. 1. Check the mint mark, Philadelphia, Denver, or a San Francisco proof. 2. Inspect for errors, look for doubling, misalignments, or missing layers. 3. Check the condition, coins graded MS-65 or higher fetch top dollar. 4. Weigh the coin. A standard quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. If yours is significantly different, it could be a minting error. That's it for today's episode. If you have a 1984 quarter, check it carefully, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting secrets, and let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin in your collection. See you next time. Next today 1997. Stay tuned because you don't want to miss this. Chapter 1, The History of the 1997 Quarter. The 1997 U.S. quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. This particular coin features the classic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. The reverse showcases the American eagle with spread wings, a design that had been in place since 1932 before being replaced by the 50-state quarters program in 1999. Minted in 3 locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, the 1997 quarter is mostly made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, except for the special proof silver version struck at the San Francisco Mint, *, Chapter 2, Rare and Valuable Varieties of the 1997 quarter. Now, let's talk about why some of these coins are worth more than just 25 cents. While most 1997 quarters are common, certain rare varieties and errors can fetch thousands, even tens of thousands, of dollars at auction. High-grade MS-67 Plus and MS-68 coins, if you find a 1997 quarter in top mint state it could be worth a small fortune. Coins graded MS-68 have sold for over $3,000 because they are incredibly rare. Rare silver proof version *****, the San Francisco Mint struck a limited number of silver proof quarters in 1997, made of 90% silver. If you have one of these, especially in PR70 deep cameo condition, it could be worth well over $500. Valuable mint errors. Some errors make this coin even more valuable. Look out for off-center strikes. These errors can be worth $500 or more, depending on how much of the design is missing. Double die obverse. If you see doubling on the date or "In God We Trust," your coin might be worth thousands. Wrong planchet errors. If a 1997 quarter was mistakenly struck on a dime planchet, it could be worth upwards of $5,000. Chapter 3, Record-breaking 1997 quarters sold for big money. You won't believe the insane prices some of these quarters have fetched. A 1997 P quarter graded MS-68 once sold for over $4,500 at auction, and a deep cameo proof version has been sold for nearly $1,000 each. And if you happen to have one with a rare mint error, you might be looking at even bigger money. Chapter 4, How to check if your 1997 quarter is valuable. Here's how you can determine if your 1997 quarter is valuable. 1. Look for mint marks. Check under the eagle's tail on the reverse for a P, D, or 2. Check for mint errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling, off-centering, or wrong planchet signs. 3. Grade your coin. If your quarter looks uncirculated, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. 4. Compare recent sales. Check eBay, Heritage Auctions, and PCGS price guides for updated values. Final chapter. Could you have a $97 million quarter? We've seen rare 1997 quarters sell for thousands, but could there be one worth $97 million? Well, not yet. But if a unique error or ultra-rare specimen is discovered in the future, who knows? Always check your change, because the next big discovery might just be in your pocket. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more coin videos. And let me know in the comments, have you ever found a valuable 1997 quarter? Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Next today, 1988, we have an incredible topic that's sure to blow your mind. We're diving deep into the 1988 quarter-dollar coin, its history, rare varieties, and the shocking claim that its face value is a staggering $88 million. Is this possible? Stick around, because you don't want to miss this one. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932, originally designed to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. The 1988 quarter is part of the long-running series that continued until the launch of the 50-state quarters program in 1999. But what makes the 1988 quarter stand out? Let's break it down. Minting details. The 1988 quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The P and D mint marks were for business strikes, while the S mint mark was used for proof coins. It was made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, meaning it isn't silver, but there are rare errors that might be worth a fortune. Now, let's talk about the rare errors and varieties that could make your 1988 quarter worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. 1. Double die obverse. A double die obverse means some parts of the coin's design appear duplicated. Look for doubling on Liberty and the date 1988. Some of these errors have sold for over $1,500 in high grades. 2. Off-center strikes. If your quarter is missing part of its design and appears off-centered, it's a striking error. A 10% to 50% off-center 1988 quarter can be worth $500, $2,000 depending on how dramatic the error is. 3. Missing clad layer. Some 1988 quarters were struck without their outer nickel layer, exposing the copper core. These are rare and can fetch $800 or more in auctions. 4. Broad strike error. A broad strike means the coin was struck without a retaining collar, making it appear slightly flattened and larger than normal. These errors can be worth $200, $1,000, depending on condition. 5. Proof coins and cameo varieties. The 1988 S-proof quarter, if in deep cameo condition, can sell for over $300, $800 in PR70 grade. Now for the big question, how much can a 1988 quarter be worth today? Well, in circulated condition, most 1988 quarters are worth just 25 cents. However, if you have a high-grade or error coin, you could be looking at hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. Circulated 1988 quarters $0.25 to $1, uncirculated MS65 plus quarters $10 to $50, proof 1988 S $300 to $800, major error coins up to $5,000 or more. But what about the claim that the face value of a 1988 quarter is $88 million? Could that be true? The reality is, no single quarter holds that kind of face value. However, rare varieties and historical significance can push some coins into multi-million-dollar territory. A single rare coin, like the 1933 Double Eagle, sold for $18.9 million, so, if a 1988 quarter had a never-before-seen minting error or was an experimental strike, it could be worth millions in the right collector's market. If you want to check if your 1988 quarter is valuable, follow these steps. 1. Check the mint mark. Look under the date for a P, D, or S mint mark. 2. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, missing clad layers, or off-center strikes. 3. Look at the condition. A higher grade means a higher value. Coins in MS65 plus condition fetch premium prices. 4. Get it graded. If you think you have a rare coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. So, is your 1988 quarter worth a life-changing fortune? While most are still just pocket change, a rare variety or error could mean big money. Always check your coins because you never know when you might be holding on to a hidden gem. Do you have a rare or valuable coin? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins and numismatic treasures. Thanks for watching. Happy collecting. Next today, 1986, we re-diving into the world of valuable coins, and we've got a special one for you, the 1986 Washington quarter. Could this small coin in your pocket be worth a fortune? Well, stick around because I'll break down its history, key factors that determine its value, and some record-breaking auction sales. And yes, we'll also talk about that eye-popping $86 million face value claim. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1932, first introduced to honor the 200th birthday of the first U.S. President, George Washington. The design, featuring Washington's bust on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, remained largely unchanged until the state quarters program began in 1999. The 1986 quarter was struck at two main mint locations, Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, San Francisco Mint. Proof coins. Only these coins were minted in large numbers for circulation, but that doesn't mean they're all common. Some rare varieties and errors make them extremely valuable. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much money could a 1986 quarter be worth? Regular circulated 1986 quarters *. These are typically only worth face value, 25 cents, unless they have errors or are in exceptional condition. Mint state 1986 quarters * coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can be worth $10 to $100, depending on luster and strike quality. Proof 1986 quarters. These can fetch between $5 and $50, especially if they are deep cameo examples. But here's where things get exciting: certain errors and varieties can make a 1986 quarter worth thousands. Here are the key ones to look for. 1. Double die obverse or reverse. Some quarters have visible doubling on Washington's face, the motto, "In God We Trust," or the reverse eagle's feathers. These can be worth $100 to $1,000 plus depending on the strength of the doubling. 2. Off-center strikes. If a coin is struck significantly off-center, it can sell for $500 to $5,000 depending on the missing details. 3. Broad struck or misaligned dies. These mint errors can add anywhere from $50 to $500 to the coin's value. 4. Clipped planchets. A quarter that has a part of its edge missing due to an incomplete blank planchet can be worth $100 to $500 depending on the severity. 5. Silver planchet error. Though unlikely, if a 1986 quarter was mistakenly struck on a silver planchet, it could be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. Some 1986 quarters have sold for insane amounts. A 1986 D quarter in MS67 plus condition sold for over $2,000 at auction. A rare 1986 P double die was auctioned for $3,500. Error coins with dramatic off-center strikes have fetched $5,000 or more now. Let's talk about this $86 million claim. Of course, no single 1986 quarter is actually worth $86 million. But when you consider the sheer number of quarters minted that year, over 1 billion, the total face value of all 1986 quarters combined would exceed $250 million. However, some collectors might say that if you find the perfect, one-of-a-kind error or a super high-grade specimen, it could become one of the most valuable quarters ever known. Want to see if your quarter is valuable? Follow these steps. 1. Check for a mint mark. Look under Washington's ponytail for a P, D, or S. 2. Examine the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling, off-center strikes, or clipped edges. 3. Check the weight. Regular clad quarters weigh 5.67 grams, while silver ones would weigh 6.25 grams. 4. Compare to auction results. Use sites like eBay, PCGS, or Heritage Auctions to see recent sales of 1986 quarters. 5. Get it graded. If you think you have a rare or high-grade coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. So, there you have it. The 1986 Washington quarter might just be sitting in your pocket, waiting to be discovered as a hidden gem. While most are worth face value, rare errors and high-grade specimens can be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on more valuable coins you might have in your collection. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on these exciting finds. Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Happy collecting.